It's another interesting episode of Labor Lens where we bring to you update information in the world of work and pay. I am Sharon Ijason. On this week's episode of the program, we will be discussing about civil service in Nigeria. But first, let's take the news. We will be right back.
State governors want organized labor to agree to a downsizing of the workforce all over the country or a review of the national revenue allocation formula if they are to pay 30,000 naira as minimum wage. After a meeting in Abuja, the Governors Forum resolved to set up a new committee to meet with President Muhammadu Buhari to resolve issues that may arise from the proposed 30,000 naira minimum wage. Chairman of the forum, Abdulaziz Yari, describes Labour's insistence on the amount as impracticable. He says decisions should be solely on the ability of states to pay.
A situation whereby our report is not taken or considered by the committee to present it before the president, then I don't know how the committee wants us to work. And we still say we want to pay, but the issue is ability to pay. But if you say no, it's not about ability to pay, just pay. When the president came in, about 27 states are not paying, cannot pay. Not they choose not to pay, but they cannot pay. So now you say 30,000, how many states will be bankrupt? So we need as Nigerians to look at this seriously. We are going to continue talking with the authorities. There's federal government, labor. Let them see reason why governors have difficulties.
Meanwhile, the Nigeria Labour Congress and other labour centres in the country reacted to the statement credited to the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, Abdulaziz Yari. According to the NLC president, the new national minimum wage of 30,000 naira was a product of intense and robust negotiations. They also said that the 1999 constitution recognizes individual states in the collective bargaining process, not Nigeria Governors Forum. The Labour Centres urged President Muhammadu Buhari to expedite the presentation of the new national minimum wage bill to the National Assembly for appropriate amendment and implementation.
Forward! Forward!
Here is a graphical representation of the suggested figures proposed by different states.
After the report has been submitted, after everything has been completed, I think it's just to divert our attention. And I'm sure that we have very many of them that are pro-workers, that are also championing the cause of workers, and they have agreed to go and pay. Let not the few try to divert our attention. Our attention will not be diverted. NLC remain very committed and resolute in pursuing this legitimate demand, which is due since 2016, and therefore will put every machinery in place to engage any governor that will want to use the avenue of either disengagement or the avenue of lack of ability to pay to address the issue. We have said there is resources. If we are able to reduce the high cost of governance, including the humongous security vote, including paying a lot of aids, then we will have a lot of money to actually pay the workers.
It's the 2018 National Executive Council meeting where workers of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria are to discuss national issues and their effect on public service.
There is victory for us.
As the meeting proceeds, the president of the association, who is also the leader of Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, points out the delay in payment of pensions and gratuity to retirees, something it says has led to many deaths.
The obstacles faced by retirees in respect of not getting their entitlements on time and regular monthly pension are still subsisting. In fact, cases of officers who retire from the public service but have not been paid their initial lump sum, let alone their monthly pension stipends, 2 years after exiting from service, abound. It is indeed worrisome that patriotic citizens who have served their fatherland meritoriously for 35 years or attained the retirement age of 60 years while in service cannot be paid their entitlement to enable them to keep body and soul together, let alone support their dependents. It must be emphasized that if this trend of subjecting retirees to untold hardship continues, the union will be compelled to begin to consider other trade union actions to seek redress.
Workers read and adopt minutes of last year's National Executive Council meeting, after which the Secretary General of the association reacts to the issue of illegal appointment and extension of tenure of permanent secretaries. The Federal Capital Territory Minister, represented by Chinyeka Oha, urged the union to ensure productivity in public service.
As we stand on the threshold of a major wage review, perhaps now offers us a great opportunity to consider issues bordering on the productivity level of the public service. I would like to urge us to also consider ways we could inspire a revolution in performance level of our personnel. As we prepare to receive more, we should also prepare to give more. To whom more is given, more is expected.
The members of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria appeals to the federal government to fast-track the process of enacting the new national minimum wage of 30,000 naira into law.
The civil servant all the while, from his build, from his structure, has been so done to conform with the dictates of the government of the day. 2019 election or no 2019 election, the civil service will always deliver on its mandate as the engine room of government, and to the extent that when it's involved on election issues, the civil service has proved over time to ensure that its neutrality is maintained.
The civil service has not fared well. When we look at the structure, when we look at the operation that will lead to the productivity, it has not fared well. But as God will have it, Nigeria is blessed with a set of workers that through improvisation they try their best to improve their productivity. But if it is what is available, tools, environment, whether conducive or not, the civil service is a bit down.
The civil service is the engine room of government. And as the engine room of government, at any point in time, we believe that once it is adequately serviced, it will always give the desired result that will produce the government. We believe one of the greatest challenges I come across in the system is the weakness of our institution. And I believe that we need to collectively build institutions that can be able to sustain the policies of government that will be good for all our sundry. The workers has worked to create the wealth that is used to service every sector of the economy. And I believe at any point in time, the desired priority should be given to them in the affairs of the country.
Government should see civil servants as partners in progress. Government should see civil servants as the pivot on which government rotates, on which every government policy is implemented, and because of that, design, grant them their benefit without them fighting for it. Ensure that policies are targeted towards bettering the life of the civil servant, and also policies that will improve the service. And withdraw politics, identify the political administrative dichotomy. Government should be able to identify where it is administration and where it's politics. the issue of administration, the issue of civil service should not be mixed up with politics. Politicizing civil service is not good for this country.